Tonight, a look at an international service organization.
Plus, students rally for a great cause. Stay tuned. Troy, TrojanVision Nightly News starts now.
From the high-definition digital production center on the Troy campus, with news from Troy University locations around the world, this is Troy TrojanVision Nightly News.
Hello and welcome to Troy TrojanVision Nightly News for March 20th, 2014. I'm Courtney Addison.
And I'm Haley Greathouse. Thank you for joining us this evening.
The city of Troy is one step closer to getting draft beer. Legislation allowing the sale of draft beer in Pike County and the city of Troy passed in the State House this morning. The bill will now go to the governor to sign that into a law. After that, the final step will be a vote by the Troy City Council approving the sale of draft beer in the city. City officials and some local business owners hope draft beer will bring some added prosperity.
I think it will offer what most other places have. Which will put us on an even playing field from that aspect. Also, when franchises look at our community, that's one of the things that they look at.
I think that it's definitely going to keep some of our tax dollars in town, but for us, it's going to be an opportunity to create more of a variety that we'll have available, because there are a lot of beers that we can't get because they're only offered draft.
Not certain when the process will become complete, but some are estimating it will take about a month.
Over the past school year, we have seen the Troy campus rally in support of the student athlete who is battling cancer through Project 19. Well, this Saturday, students will once again rally together in the battle against cancer at the Troy University Relay for Life.
12 hours of walking does not normally sound fun, but each year cities across the nation participate in Relay for Life, a walk to raise awareness and funds for cancer research.
We're fighting back against cancer. Everybody's been touched some way, shape, form, or fashion, whether it's a family member, a friend, anything. Somewhere along the lines, they've heard a loved one say those awful words. So it's important to give back, and this is a good way to do that.
20 organizations have registered for this year's event with the theme of Tune Out Cancer, featuring 90s cartoons.
Each team has picked their own character from like a 1990s cartoon or something like that. I think we have, or just in general, the cartoons we grew up on. I think some teams have Scooby-Doo, some have Pokemon, just different things like that.
And while walking is a major part of Relay for Life, with some laps even featuring themes, the organizers have many other activities planned throughout the night.
We'll have different tournaments throughout the day. I think we're going to have a volleyball, monster pong, a couple other things like that. We are also going to have like minute-to-win-it games throughout the night, and there'll be a lot of each organization will kind of have their own fundraisers going on as well.
And of course, the event will honor survivors, including some of Troy University's students.
We had Project 19 going on for a soccer player, and we're actually going to have her speaking in a little bit different way, but she can't come, but she will be speaking.
Kickoff for the event is at 6 p.m. and will last until 3 a.m. The event will be held on Troy University's Tailgate Terrace.
This week is Greek Week for Troy University, where Troy fraternities and sororities take part in a week of friendly competitions, and one of those competitions helps raise money for a good cause. Xavier Harris has the story.
Digging in your couches or funneling through old jeans, Greek organizations are calling on students around the Troy University campus to help along in a friendly competition of quarter wars.
All this week, Greek organizations all around Troy University campus is raising money for different organizations, and whoever raises the most money gets a trophy.
While Greek organizations may be encouraging students to donate quarters, there's also another way to help your favorite organization.
Dollars and quarters are good. Dollars give you 4 points, and quarters give you a point. And if somebody puts anything other than a quarter, it goes down a point.
And even though this is a competition, many may wonder, where does all the coins go after being received by the different organizations?
All the money will be going to different organizations, such as Wounded Warriors. I know is getting a Relay for Life.
One Greek member explains why she believes Greeks should participate in such an helpful event.
I think it's really important that Greeks set a good example for the rest of campus too, so that everyone doesn't think that we are just that status quo of what Greeks are at some campuses.
Xavier Harris, Troy, TrojanVision News.
The next Greek Week competition will be the Greek Sing tonight in the Claudia Crosby Theater. Well, Haley, Troy University is home to a number of on-campus organizations that meet a variety of students' needs.
That's right, and over the next few weeks, we will spotlight some of these student organizations. Today, Catherine White takes a look at a service organization with an international scope, Circle K.
Monday, March 17, 2014, Circle K, a Troy University organization, held their weekly meeting. And you might be interested in knowing, what is Circle K?
Is the nation's largest collegiate student-led service organization. It is a service organization that works with their community and their campus. We are sponsored by Kiwanis. We are collegiate level of Kiwanis, and it's just a service organization that focuses on service leadership and fellowship.
If you're wondering how to become a member of Circle K, you need to do these things.
You just have to pay your dues, and really what you put into Circle K is what you get out of it, so you can be as active or as inactive as you like.
For many members of Circle K, they're often busy doing things around the community and even on campus. But for president of Circle K has always been her first priority.
It's basically my life, because as president, it just consumes everything that I do, but it has changed like my whole world, because it has helped me grow as a leader and as a person, and has helped me find lifelong friends.
Circle K plays a big role in many of Troy University events around campus.
Around campus, Circle K helps with the Freshman Forum's Backpack for Kids. We do our own fundraisers, which is a big thing. We are always involved in Homecoming, Coming Up's Relay for Life that we're involved in, and we partner with some of the other organizations to do service projects also.
You can come to Circle K weekly meetings to learn more about the organization. Catherine White, Troy TrojanVision News.
Keep watching throughout the month of March for more of our Organization Spotlight series.
And now taking a look at news from around the state. In Florence, authorities have charged a woman with posing as a nurse to get into the homes of elderly residents and steal their purses and medications. 41-year-old Carolyn Watson is charged with 10 counts of burglary and theft plus related charges.
And in Birmingham, a former executive of a food company has been sentenced to a year and 1 day in prison after he pleaded guilty to conspiring to overcharge the federal government for fruits and vegetables. Davis Andrew Kirkland is the former purchasing director of Adams Produce Company. He was sentenced yesterday in federal court.
And in Huntsville, a man attempting to rob a convenience store fled when the owner grabbed a baseball bat to fight back. Police arrested 20-year-old Juan Lee Banks and charged him with first-degree robbery. The owner of the Fast Stop store says a man came in yesterday afternoon demanding money.
Still to come on TrojanVision Nightly News, the baseball team had an unusual doubleheader last night against the same team. Mitchell Spoon will give us those game recaps when he joins us in sports. Now Mitchell Spoon joins us with sports. So Mitchell, the baseball team was in action last night. They actually played 2 games. Tell us a little bit about that.
Oh, that's right, Haley. They played 2 games. One was resumed a suspended game from earlier in the week, and the other was an actual normal scheduled game against Alabama State. We'll let you know how they did right now in sports.
Troy baseball team completed their suspended match against Alabama State, and after a 30-minute break, began a full game against them, winning both by the same score. Amy Austin has the details.
It's not often the Troy baseball team gets 2 wins on one day in the middle of the week, but Wednesday night, Troy did just that. In completing the postponed game, Troy defeated ASU 8-5. Game 2 was also a victory as the Trojans took an 8-5 win from the Hornets.
We come into the first game with an 8-3 lead, and you're going, boys, 3 runs enough. And then Shell, starts it off with a walk and a hit by pitch to bring the tying run to the plate. So that's not the way we really wanted to start. But then he turned it around, made some great pitches.
The hitting finally came around for the Trojans. Joel Bennett went 3 for 3, with one of his hits being a 2-run homer. Matthew Howard also had a 2-run homer to give the Trojans an even bigger lead. Nick Massonia finished the game going 2 for 4.
Got a few timely hits today. Boy, we've been waiting on those, and just really overall a better effort from our team, something that hopefully they will be able to move forward with a little positive momentum. We've been kind of really squeezing tight, with trying not to make mistakes, and we continue to make them, especially at the plate.
With the 2 victories over Alabama State, the Trojans are looking for the momentum to continue into the weekend as ULM heads to Troy for a weekend of conference play.
But tonight, I think, might give us a chance to relax a little bit, and not in the wrong way, but in the right baseball way. So hopefully we can continue moving forward with a good feel going into the weekend against Monroe.
Amy Alston, Troy, Trojan Vision Sports.
The Trojans will continue their homestand on Friday when Sunbelt Conference opponent foe ULM comes to Brill-Pace Field. First pitch is set for 6 p.m. And yesterday at the Lunsford Tennis Complex, the Troy University tennis team defeated Bradley University 4-1. The win brings Troy's record at home to 3-0. Troy got wins at the number 2 and number 3 doubles to take the opening point. Sophomore Gabriel Diaz put the Trojans up 2-0 with the win at the number 2 singles, but Bradley University picked up a point in the number 6 singles. Freshman Pablo Marino got Troy his 3rd point when he won the number 3 singles, and senior Sammy Gorbel brought home the final point with the victory at the number 1 singles. The Trojans will be back on the courts Friday when they host Alabama State as part of the men's and women's doubleheader. And the track and field team began their first day at the John Mitchell Alabama Relays in Tuscaloosa earlier today. The day began with the men's 100-meter dash. Junior Sam Johnson placed 5th with a time of 11.39 seconds, while fellow junior Douglas Dyer placed in 8th with a time of 11.58 seconds. In the women's 100-meter dash, freshman Aaliyah Stilgar placed in 9th with a time of 15.67 seconds. At the moment, the women's hammer throw is underway, and at 6:30, the men's javelin throw will take place. And on Saturday, the softball team will look to end its current 3-game losing streak when they travel to Bowling Green, Kentucky to take on Western Kentucky in a doubleheader. This past weekend at the Chanticleer Showdown, the Trojans came away 1-3, winning against Coastal Carolina and losing to Fordham in 5 innings, and then to Minnesota in back-to-back matches. Senior Ebony Wright leads the Trojans with a .361 batting average, while J.C. Affelt leads on the mound with a 2.34 ERA.
So, Haley, Courtney, congratulations, of course, to the baseball team for getting those 2 wins. Hopefully that momentum can bring them more wins in the future, especially this weekend with ULM coming to town.
Yes, definitely, and we wish the best of luck to our track and field contestants as they go and compete tonight.
Of course, they need it.
Thanks, Mitchell.
Thank you.